Yo, yo, yo. Welcome to the stream. As always, I'm your host, TreeRoot.City Wes. Trying something different this time. We're currently live over on Pump.fun. Also live on YouTube, also live on X. So shout out to you guys. Welcome to Tree City. So, going to be doing some vibe coding today. As you can see on the bottom of the screen, we have some image generation happening, and these are the new tree NFTs that we're working on. At first we were calling them Tree Lords, but I don't really like that name anymore. I'm thinking more like the Root Guardians or the Tree Guardians, something like that. So we also have some other news to talk about, but first let me get the let me get this going. Let me make sure we're live. Are we live on Pump? All right, let me fix the Pump stream real quick. Just waiting for this to kick in over on Pump. Oh wait, I need to do this on a different browser. Okay, here we go. Different browser. All right, cool. We're live over on Pump.fun now. It's a good start. Got the tunes going. Let's get a tweet. So, part of the news, oh shit, I got to, nice, yeah, we're live on X as well. Good to see. Okay. Stream is live. Vibe coding NFTs. Stop by on Pump on YouTube or X. And then of course we'll include the link to the Pump.fun. Maybe. So yeah, we're just going to be chilling out tonight. Not too much going on. Nice little recovery for Root. Sitting at $116,000 market cap. Yesterday we started off at $5,000 market cap. Currently sitting at $116,000. That's wild. Awesome. All right. So let's get the raid going in the Telegram. Good over on YouTube. Awesome. That's good. I'm watching the stream. Am I famous? Yes. We are chilling. All right, so let's get the raid going. See you, Clout. Awesome. Cool. All right. So what we're going to do, so I've been generating these NFTs, had some time to think about it. I think these are a really good start, but there's some things I don't really like about them. A lot of them have these artifacts still, random letters and symbols popping up. That was one example. Where's another one? A lot of times on the shades, like in the background here, just very obviously AI created slop, some sloppy. So the other big news was we got the Twitter Premium. So now we have access to Super Grok. So what I'd like to do is check out Super Grok, see if it can clean up our JSON, optimize it for Flux, and then feed it back into the local setup I have and get that going. So what we're gonna do, so I have a cursor loaded up here. This is our script. This is a Python script. I've got a couple different ones. The Python script references this JSON file, which it kind of pieces together the NFTs like an ad lib, so, or a mad lib, you know, where it's like missing the line and you fill in the word. So the traits are the words. So when it generates, it's really generating the same prompt over and over and over again, but we kind of slide these descriptive words in there. So we have like digital bark, that's one of the traits, data stream, headwear, you know, they'll have hats and sunglasses and stuff. So we're gonna take this, we're gonna put this over in Grok, over in Super Grok now, and just explain, this is the JSON for our Flux Schnell. So Flux Schnell 1.1 is the model I'm using. NFT generation project, having a ton of artifacts such as words, letters, symbols, trying to optimize this for Flux Schnell with the 4-step approach. I think our traits and descriptions could be simpler but more effective. Please review and send me back the fully updated JSON. All right, so now we need our JSON back from Grok Heavy. I see we got a fake me in the chat. I'm gonna go delete that. Shout out Rolando over in the Pump.fun chat. He says, I'm so looking forward to the Tree Lord NFTs. Rooted in greatness. Love to see it. Hell yeah. That's what's up. So we're just chilling. Hear my phone going off over here. Maybe Tree. They ported to Root. I saw that. That was not me. I still got my KGP. What do you mean? God, it's down so much. I got about $3,000. That's all in liquidity, and that's between KJP, Degen, and Root. So I'm kind of like creating this cross liquidity web, and that's what's creating all this volume and this volatility. The volume is kind of falling off. We're down to 136. Earlier this morning, we're at 256,000. That's crazy. All right, so looks like we got the JSON, got our JSON back. Grok Heavy's typing it up right now. So hopefully, let's see. All right. So we'll grab that, pop it over here. It's interesting. It's exactly the same length, but I guess that makes sense. So now we're going to run the script. It's Python generate collection. Oh no, we want the advanced. UI. Actually, I want to see what Grok thinks about. Here's the script itself. Thoughts? So notice, even though I'm using cursor, I'm still going back and forth between Grok and cursor. I'm not actually using Grok within cursor. Sometimes I feel like it's easier to be a little more focused like that. Just with the LLMs, I seem to get a little more power out of the browsers than the APIs. I think that just is how they have the tools built in and everything. How we doing? Let's take a look. Anything? Oh, we got Zen Crypto Deutschland. What's up? Fuck Zencat. Fuck X1. Only Zen Crypto. Fuck VMPX. I'm the XP king for you, Tree. Proven by YouTube. You talk shit with him and not Zen. Shitcoin you talk. That's funny. I love it. Can you finish the code, leave no placeholders, and send me back the fully formed script that will work with our JSON? So let's give it the one shot. Curious how this will work. So now I'm going to go back to cursor and I'm going to create a new one. I'm not going to overwrite my script, but I'm going to call this, we'll call this the Grok generator.py. So, and then I'll know this is the one that Grok made. Where's the shades, bro? I know. It's a new me. I don't have the Zen hat either. Shout out to Clout. Zen Crypto Deutschland in the chat on YouTube. I don't know if we got anybody on X. Oh no, Clout is on X. I see. Okay. We got these little icons here. I'm learning. This is my first time using Restream as well, so it's a lot easier than the setup I was doing before, but I'm digging it. All right. This. Okay. Guess we'll use the tree deployer for the fee recipient. Oof. Yikes. All right, so the deployer, the fee receiver, be this. What else was the weird there? It was doing something I saw in the code I didn't like. Oh yeah. Also, I don't think we need to use Olama. We want the NFTs to be consistent, have consistent traits that are referenced in the JSON, and use the traits for rarity and design. And then I'll give it the JSON just to remind it. Why, Tree? Why? Right. To make the NFTs consistent, using fixed seeds based on NFT number could help reproductivity. Interesting. And that's something new that Grok's suggesting. That's nothing that Claude has ever suggested. All right, so it's just running through the script, giving us some updates, and we'll let it rip. User must edit config for traits. Oh, I see. Okay. All right. So let's see what the Grok generator is going to do. Generate batch collection. Do the cyber tree face. 555. All right. Looks like it's working right off the rip. Should see them pop up here. You'll actually see them being made on the bottom here, over there. Yeah. These are nice. I'm just trying to eliminate those random artifacts. Like, most of them are awesome. That's fucking tight. But for every awesome one, there's some stupid one that has some logo on the glasses, or like looks like this. That actually looks cool. Okay, so you ruined my Flux configuration, and now it's just generating noise. Great. So this is what it looks like when you fuck up the configuration. So for some reason, it tries to apply the full Flux when I'm using Flux Schnell, which is kind of like a light version. Let's see what it did here. Four steps. Must have ruined it in the script. Yeah. It's to be defining the Comfy UI workflow in the JSON, not hard coding it in the script. So the problem is, when I look at this code here, it's trying to hard code the Comfy UI image generation, but I wanted to use the one that's actually that I configured myself in the JSON, with the Euler and the simple, the denoise. So I'll call it out here. These look great. Yeah, I agree. We're close. We're really close. It's just some of them come off. Let me find one. I'll show you what I mean. Like this, it's just got these like random words. Like this looks so AI generated. It's like this fake lettering. Like that drives me nuts. I don't want to put that out. Like this is supposed to be like a pipe, but it's not, because it's fucked up. Sometimes there's like cigarettes coming out of the chins. Like this one's got 2 cigarettes. So that's what we're trying to clean up, but it's really close. I do like the design. All right, where'd you go, Grok? The workflow I have in the JSON works fine. Stop overcomplicating this. Yeah, the neon tree looks fire. Yeah, that's tight. All right, where you at, Grok? Taking way too long. It's trying to find the workflow, but I just told it twice that the workflow that I have in the JSON is the one I want to use. Like, I didn't want to change the workflow, and I was trying to completely rebuild it, and that's why we have this stupid bullshit. Here's another working example. Let me see. I wonder if what I'm going to do is grab the config and ask Opus, can you review these and figure out where I broke the Comfy UI workflow? We should be using the settings in the JSON, but we are only getting noise. All right. Can you guys type as fast as you can talk? It's pretty hard. Not to do that, I just mean to talk and type at the same time. Alright, so it's saying it's the config.json. But I think the problem is in the config in the script, not the JSON. It's going to be like, oh, you're absolutely right. Looking at the code, the issue is the script. All right. Let's see. Did it fix it? So each one of these takes about 30 seconds, which is pretty nice, especially for local generation. You know, I am using 4 GPUs, but it's still pretty quick. And that actually looks more crispy. Okay. Compared to this. That does look a little better. This kind of has like a fuzz to it. Looks looks more like a tree. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Got these snakes. Got this like Medusa head. That's sick. Okay, okay. I think we're vibing now. I haven't seen any like symbols. Like we're standing in the woods. I hope they got the server room. I did like the server room. That's one of my favorite backgrounds. This background reminds me of work. All right, are we just gonna be in the woods for all of them? Yeah, look at this. There's just like a floating sucker. We still have some oddities, like a floating sucker. We are also missing the variation in backgrounds. Every background seems to be the forest / woods. Oh no, there's a server room. Awesome. Oh, there's the symbols. We got some stupid shit on his head. Leather jacket looks pretty cool though. Wonder if we made it. I wanna. Alright, let's pause this. Alright, so what are we changing, Croc? I do like it's just giving me the full script and not like, oh, here's this little snippet, go find out where to stick this. Alright, Grok generator. And the JSON. How do we change the style instead of this realistic 3D plastic looking? How do we give it more of a unique style of art that's still colorful and pops with the cypherpunk aesthetic? Maybe if we change it from more like a, instead of this like weird 3D, maybe if we go something that's more like a DTNS, come on. Something that's more like a, this looks stupid. It's all stretched out. I'm thinking something that's more like a drawing, like a cartoon almost. It's actually giving us some. Oh, that's the trait rarities. Okay. Not sure if we're gonna stick with these, but let's see what these look like. Oh. All right, what do we got? It's gonna come out looking like an anime or something. Hope not. That's the one that just came out? Okay. Oh, I see. Okay. What is that? What is he even biting there? I don't know. Matrix background's cool. Looks like we got someone in the chat. King of something. Yeah, this is kind of interesting. We got the finger issues. This next one's going to be something that someone requested in the chat. It says, one tree with green luminescence roots on Guardian of White House with wooden sign that reads, the first crypto tree root. Nice. So yeah, I don't really like this. I kind of like the 3D style better. This is kind of shitty. I don't like this style. The 3D style was better. Go for something more drastic. Something novel. Yeah, like what is that? That's supposed to be a cigarette? Alright. Not sure how I feel about this grok. I'm kind of liking Claude better. I'll give you another one before we go backwards. All right, let's see. Especially with 500 of these, like that's a lot to go through. So I need to make sure these can actually one shot, you know? It's kind of interesting. What is this? That's a weird look right there. I don't think that even looks like a tree. I don't know. It looks like a rat. What is he sucking on? He's sucking on eggs. It's kind of unique though. That's a different texture than... What do we go with here? Kind of looks like a... Almost like a clay. We got 5 fingers. But we're still gonna have the artifacts. Damn. Oh god. Got a bunch of spam over on Pump.fun. No idea what you're saying, but it sounds smart. Making a collection? Yep. Like a bunch of Groots. I should have bought more yesterday. LOL. No time like the present. Man, I don't want to go back to work tomorrow. I just want to stream all day. All right, let's see how this one works. That's cool. Yeah, we're tweaking. So if you're in the Pump.fun chat asking about the NFTs, if you go over to TreeRoot.City, there's a link to the Git book, the GitHub, and there's a white paper over there that explains the root token and the NFTs and how that's going to work together. Oh, these look like little mushrooms. Little mushroom looks like a dick. It's a dickhead. Is that a pulse chain logo? What the hell? You got 6 fingers here. It needs to be better. All right, pause this. Damn, that's cool. I like that one. Got that texture on the face. That's wild. All right. Close-up portrait of sentient cyberpunk tree guardian AI entity, shoulders up, facing camera directly. Bark-like skin with texture, integrated glowing vein circus pulsating across face and neck. Seamlessly fused ahead, structural base, holographic crown, scalp. Code patterns. We need to do better. We can't say things like code patterns or graffiti or other things that are made of words and symbols. We need to eliminate all references to words and symbols and make them more descriptive objects and things that Flux Schnell 1.1 is good at generating. So how we doing? Damn, we just had a major pump right there. These whales come in. We went from 114K up to 140K, down to 110K, and now we're coming back up to 112K. Man, you guys playing games with my heart. These Pump.fun whales. We got 877 members in the root chat. That is wild. Love to see it. Love to see it. All right. How we doing, Grok? So we got, what are our traits here? Digital bark, data stream, headwear, eyewear, mouth accessory, clothing, system architecture. That could be problematic. Canopy interface, optical sensors, root access. That could be problematic. Network nodes, matrix environment, admin state. That could be bad too. All right, well, let's see. What the hell is going on with this chart? It's funny, it doesn't look anything like that on I guess if I that looks way more dramatic like that. Yeah, we got a nice trend here. Even if we pull back all the way to under 100k, like 95k, we're still on this upward trend that's holding nicely. Love to see it. That volume, 130k. We're cooking. All right, these new guys. Interesting. Got some apples growing out of the head. That's cool. I like that. I love the red. We got to call out the still off things like and what were the other ones? Data stream. Mushrooms growing out of the head. Yeah, I like that too. Thinking. Poor KJP, man. KJB is getting smashed. The degen whale too. I lose streak. What does that mean? I lose streak. $555 digital tree guardians with root access to the X1 ecosystem. Each tree root is a sentient AI entity compiled from source code of root and executing in the quantum substrate of TreeRoot.City, deeply rooted in blockchain, naturally evolved algorithms, and silently protecting the Hashheads network. Cool.
That's for the DGNs and OGs.
Sorry about that. How long has that been off? Yo, Rolando, Taz, what's up, guys? I see you over on YouTube now. Cool. Wow, check that out. That's kind of cool. Still has those words and text, but I can live with that. That's livable. That's pretty cool. That's a little weird. Okay. I'm kind of liking these. They're a little too mechanical. Let's see if we can get back to our roots. We want a touch of cyberpunk, but this is over the top. This is supposed to be a play on trees, rooted from the ground up. Trying to find the chart so I can get the description real quick. Description for the token is blank. All right, let's see how this does. I'm everywhere, homie. I like the colors. We did have this wick down to 96. I'm doing it again. I'm doing TA on a screen that nobody's looking at. Okay. This might just completely ruin the aesthetic. I see what it's doing. It's replacing the carbon mesh with ancient oak, quantum crystal lattice with a redwood grain. It might be a little whack. We'll see. All right, let's see. To reflect the tree root philosophy. I love it. Love to see it. It's cool. All right, let's see. Perfect. I've completely transformed your config from an over-the-top cyberpunk theme to a nature-based, grounded aesthetic that aligns with TreeRoot's philosophy. God, that sounds lame. I'll be honest, that sounds lame. Or it's going to be real tight. Let's see. Put one in an ancient Aztec pyramid background or aesthetic. Yeah, I like that. Let's see. What do the backgrounds say? Yeah. That's not what I'm going for. What the hell is that? Oh man. That's a funny one. Oh no. That went a little too natural. Still want cypherpunk. We still want glowing and colorful roots mixed with natural aesthetic. The city blockchain tech meets mystic forest. There's should be outer space, server room, ancient Egypt. All right, gave it a crazy prompt there. Had to focus on that one. Ah, I see. You want the perfect blend of cyberpunk tech and mystical nature, like Groot meets Bored Ape Yacht Club and Blockchain Future. Let me rebuild this to capture that vibe. These creep me out. Look at this guy. That is funny. I mean, that's kind of unique. Tree man. Like Groot's daddy. I'm into the ancient Aztec shit. Yeah. Get some like Mayan calendars going on and stuff. I know we got like the Mexican, like the face paint or whatever, the Day of the Dead type vibe. How we doing on the 1 minute? Yeah, we're just vibing. All right. Cool. So let's see what Opus did with our Bored Ape Yacht Club meets Groot in the cyberpunk future. Blockchain, whatever it said. Oh, cool. It's got rarities 60%, 25%, 10, 5. Ape Root, Party Tree, Cyber Shaman, Cyber Shaman, Street Legend. Natural tree aesthetics, cyberpunk technology, familiar NFT culture, blockchain themes, diamond hands, hodl mode. Okay. Wait, that wasn't running. All right, let's see it. What the fuck is that? Oh god. This might just be one of those sessions where we have to go back to the previous branch. I'd have to go back. That is ugly. What is this? The fuck? That sucks. Okay, yeah, that did not... That's not what we meant. Alright, so we're just going to run it back. So creepy. All right. So I want to go back to... It's one of the ones we had with Gronk. Or he took it too far. The words are getting worse. God, haven't looked at the Telegram in a minute. Live coming on X. TikTok? Yeah, we should get some TikTok going. I'm about to go to bed. It's almost 11 o'clock. I gotta wake up for work. Probably wake up around 7. I'll get off work around 5. Come home, see the fam. Probably stream tomorrow night around 7. Try to get back in the routine. Oh god, now we're back to this. Alright, we'll let that do its thing. Quick check on the chart. Still sitting at 117,000. We're really just cruising sideways, getting a ton of volume. Over $123,000 in volume. So it's good to see. No issues on the audit. Really debating getting DEX tools. I'm curious what you guys think. That's not something that's normally... And I started looking into it, and it's like there's DEX tools, DEX screener, CoinGecko, and CoinMarketCap. Like everything else kind of sucks, but people actually use those. Those are like the big 4. So, like if we don't get CoinGecko, we might as well, try DEX tools maybe. It's so bad. I'd be pissed if I paid for this. Yeah, that's kind of unique, but it's not like we had before. I really like this one. This series was nice. Yeah, what the fuck is that? It's garbage. Garbage. All right, well, this is why you back your stuff up. JSON values match or would produce something with letters or symbols. Entire market's crashing and people are like, oh, it sends a scam. I'll never get over it. What's up, Nomad? I see you in the YouTube chat. This is what vibe coding is to me. I'm just vibing out before bed. Trying to get these NFTs right. So then once I finish this, I can let them run overnight and then I'll take a closer look at the collection. It usually takes me a couple runs. I think we're on like run 3 or 4 now. So yeah, that's what we're doing. Trying to add value to the TreeRoot project. Currently sitting at $113,000 market cap. Looking nice. KJP is getting absolutely smashed. Found some back though. I'll buy a little bit. All right. So I just asked it to replace things that might generate letters or symbols with things that won't, objects that won't. So it says all changes maintain the cyberpunk tech aesthetic while focusing on physical visual descriptions rather than text-based programming concepts. This should prevent the Flux One Schnell from generating unwanted letter symbols or code in your images. Hopefully that's true. We'll see here in just a second. Ooh, that's crispy. I like that. I like that a lot. You can see the eyelashes. That's really cool. That chain background. That must be like a blockchain thing. Like it's like a It's the AI tripping. Okay, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. And this is more so what we were getting earlier. It looks like it's a little more controlled. We got some better shadows, some better textures. It's not all like blurry and like weird. This is nice. I haven't seen any text or anything. I see we're in the server room, so we do have the background. It's got some lightning, which is kind of cool. Yeah, that's nice. That's pretty cool. That looks like a tree. Awesome. Okay. Well, I think on that note, how are we looking? Got 13 people on Pump. People are coming out. That's what's up. Yeah, check that out. That's pretty cool. I like it. We don't have any sprites, any artifacts or hallucinations. No, I don't see any text like randomly over the eyes. Like I'll show you what I mean. Where was that one I clicked on a minute ago? Yeah, even these, like, that looks so bad. It's clean. You can see the pupils, you got eyelashes, you got shadows where the things are. Looks like a tree. Got some digital roots. I think we got it, guys. I'm liking what I see. Yeah, that's nice. All right, cool. So once again, before I head out, I'll give the little KJP shill. If you head over to noface.buzz, these are the KJP homies. So when I talk about KJP, it's all about these guys.
Nothing I say is financial advice. Please contact a CPA attorney. Like always, I invoke my Fifth Amendment right.
KJP is, of course,
Kenny Jean-Pierre. I was thinking the same thing, but I didn't want to say anything.
So what we did with KJP, so that it was a token on Pump.fun and launched by some friends in the Zen community, and I wanted to contribute. I wanted to do something. So I was working on the script. You know, I've been building the script for months, and I had the idea for this NFT collection. So this was my second NFT collection, the No Face KJPs, but they are live on Magic Eden right now. What's the floor price? Floor price is currently 0.7. So we did have we had a buy yesterday, so someone scooped one up, number 69. Right now the floor is 0.7, so I gave these away for free to the community, just like I'm doing for the Root community. So if you're in the top 200 Root holders, if you're a No Face KJP NFT holder, if you're a Potato Vampire holder, you'll be able to get a whitelist for one of these and claim these. So the NFTs that we're generating. So and then after that, you'll be able to stake the NFT. So I'll show you what that looks like. You know, if we come over to Soul Suite, I'll actually sign in with my wallet here. Here. So I'm actually in with the Root account, but if you have the NFT, it'll show up here. Once you're connected, then you have the option to stake it, and then you actually see your rewards earning and stacking as time passes. It's pretty cool. So we're going to be doing the same thing for the Root community, and that's why I'm really focused in on these NFTs, trying to make sure they come out nice. So yeah, these ones are coming out a little crispier. Although I'm not seeing the traits. Like I don't see any sunglasses or... Seems to be a lot of lightning. let them cook. Those might be rarer traits, so we'll see what happens. Yeah, that's cool. It's pretty sick right there. So once these are finished up, probably in the next 2 or 3 days, we're going to take a snapshot of each collection and the root holders. We'll get those added into Soul Suite and launch my NFT. We'll distribute those to the community. We'll have some available to the public. So if you're not a holder, if you don't have any of the NFT or the token, you can still cop one of the NFTs. And then from there, we'll have a little treasury of Soul. And hopefully what we'll be able to do is get something like a fast track listing for CoinGecko or for CMC and really continue to build this community, pay for some marketing, try to get some awareness of the token and the community. And, I've been streaming since 2020. So I'm going to continue to stream. I'll continue to do my crypto videos. And this token is kind of like my Tree City West content creator coin, where I'm going to be doing these live streams on Pump.fun. And we're not just going to be talking about Root. That's the hot topic right now as we're building these NFTs. But ultimately, we're going to be having other projects come in here. We're going to be talking about other things. I'm bouncing around these charts, checking out the Root chart, checking out DGen and KGP and Zencat and Drac and Potato Vampire and Zen and, Zen on all 12 EVM chains. So we got all kinds of things to check out. Getting ready for the launch of X1. We'll be going over validators and Zen block mining and the whole Zen ecosystem. So this is kind of a fresh start for me over here on Pump.fun and rebooting the YouTube and getting the stream live on X. We're trying some new things. I'm using Restream with OBS. Previously I was doing Streamlabs and changing some things around. So bear with me, but we're getting all up to speed here. So am I frozen? Oh God. Can't tell if I'm frozen on stream. But on that note, I think we're going to wrap it up. I'm going to continue to stream to Pump.fun. But yeah. Yeah, these are turning out nice. Yes, head over to TreeRoot.City or TreeRoot.dev. Learn more about the project. We got the Git book, explains the NFTs, the whitelist, the token, what we're trying to build, what we're trying to do. Got a link to the chart over on Deck Screener. You can buy it on Pump.fun. And yeah, we're just doing the thing. Got lots to do. We're going to be doing it live on stream. So we're essentially vibe coding this project to life. And it seems to be going really well. You can see I'm all zoomed in on the 1 minute, but if we look out at the 15 minute, I mean, this is a nice chart heading into Monday. So as long as we can hold the steady uptrend, build strong support, continue to build this community. I'll be streaming tomorrow night. Hopefully we'll have the NFTs finished. I can show you the process for uploading them, getting them ready for distribution, and going over the metadata. We got to make sure all the metadata is right, to make sure the all that fun stuff. So yeah, I appreciate your time, guys. So I'm gonna cut the stream off on YouTube and X, and then we'll continue on Pump.fun with the actually I'm gonna cut all 3 off, and then I'm gonna restart the stream on Pump.fun. So appreciate your time, guys. Hope you guys have a good night. Stay zen. Peace.